Well, we're ready to get started then. At the end of the last session, you guys killed all those spooky, scary skeletons and ducked into this guard room, old guard room, to take a quick breather, which is where you guys still are.
I can't remember. Did we do an investigation?
You did. There was not really anything. It's mostly all pitted and rusted armor and weapon scraps. Very old, very dusty. Lots of scraps of skeletons still laying kind of on the floor now.
How's everyone feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. You know, no issues here. Well, how about you guys?
Well, I took a couple hits, but I think I'm okay for now. I don't know what else we're going to be facing.
Right. At the time being, fucking rocking and rolling. So,
Same here. Just worried about spells at this point. Seems like every room is an enemy.
Right. Well, conserve your energy if you can until we know we definitely need it. But I think I saw a door on the other side of this hallway across the way, so we want to head to that one next.
Yeah, that's probably the best plan.
All right. I guess just whatever our marching order was before. I think I was leading it before, right?
Yep.
I'm actually going to turn this off. Much easier. All right. And I'm heading out into the hallway.
So across the hallway, you see the same sort of squat stone slab doorways. Well, one doorway.
No keyhole or a crack or anything I can see through.
Now, similar to the first one, it's just sort of this massive stone slab on hinges.
All right.
putting my ear to the door, can I hear anything?
Roll me a perception.
That's a 19.
You don't hear nothing.
All right. Well, at this point, like there was fighting just down the hall. If there's someone there, they know that we're here anyway. So,
Right.
fuck it. Violence of motion, exactly what we did with the last door. I'm gonna throw this door open, and as soon as I throw the door open, I'm gonna drop down to a knee.
When he opens the door, I want to like run past to this angle, this corner here. Do I see anything when he opens the door?
Yeah.
Well, you pull this stone door open, again, somewhat heavy, and what you see is this room. It looks like it at one point was some kind of office or storeroom. There's this large stone counter that sort of it's a room in half. You can see these like balances, scales sitting on top of the counter.
So is this a solid location then?
Yes, yeah, that white
Okay.
thingy is the counter.
Okay.
On the north wall, you got these like cubby holes that are carved into the wall. You can see there's still some dusty paper scraps in there. There are a few corpses, mostly gnomes and dwarfs, judging by their look, are sort of sprawled across the floor in various places.
Is there still flesh on these bones?
Just scraps. They look very old as well.
Okay, so they're old bodies.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna stand up.
I'd like to go in the room, jump the counter,
Okay.
Go in this and just start searching around looking for valuable stuffs.
Give me an investigation.
And I'm gonna check the southern side of the room.
Okay, give me an investigation.
Also, this southern path, that's completely collapsed.
Yeah, that tunnel's totally collapsed from as far as you can tell.
21.
And behind the counter, you find a locked iron strongbox.
A locked iron strongbox. How big of a strongbox?
And
Like a somewhat similar, like a cash register sort of lockbox.
I rolled a 3.
You find nothing.
I'd
Nothing
like
but
to go to work
corpses.
on that lock.
Okay, give me a dex check for the lock. Can any of you read Dwarvish?
Uh,
By any chance, I should mark
I
this
can
down.
if you need me to read that, or if I can take like 10 minutes and do a little spell thing on it.
Right. So we could do that, or I could just fucking open it.
Well, what if it's like a warning or something? I don't know.
Well, can we pick up the box and like take
Yeah.
it with us? All right, fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just throw the lockbox in the bag of holding.
All right.
Right, we'll just worry
That's
about
fine.
this later. Fuck, if it blows
Okay.
up and we're all fucked up, we can do it later.
All right. I'm gonna make a note so we don't forget it later.
Yep, I'm writing the same thing.
Do not forget in all caps.
Alrighty, so you guys got that. I said the only thing else that's really in this room are those scraps of paper. They look very old and
Uh,
illegible for the most part, judging by the age.
for the most
Extremely,
part.
extremely brittle.
Yeah.
All written in Dwarvish.
Yes, all Dwarvish.
Do you point these papers out? Kid wouldn't have seen them.
I mean, you can see them. They're all the cubby holes are just carved into the wall. You would have seen them as you walked in.
Gotcha. Oh, gotcha. Um, just because I'm somewhat curious now. I am gonna walk over. It is. They are in Dwarvish. Did you say that already?
Yeah, everything's in Dwarvish.
All right. I'm gonna grab whatever pieces that look like they will survive being transported, and I'm just gonna tuck them away in my journal.
Okay. So you pick up a few. A lot of it sort of disintegrates as you touch it, but you are able to get a few scraps that survive basically.
All right.
All right, well, I'll hop the can again. And head on out. All right, fellas. Well, nothing on this end. Suppose we fucking head back the way we came and see what we can't find the other direction.
Yeah, let's look
Yeah.
through. We can walk through those other skeletons again. Sounds like fun.
Oh, fun. I don't know about that. I don't know, but
Wait a
this. Yeah.
Did we not kill those skeletons?
Those skeletons didn't fight you. That's where the scourges
Yeah.
were.
Yeah.
This dungeon seems to be scariest to me for some reason. Now,
Well,
I'm not saying
I guess-
saying dwarves in general, but something about this.
Well, I was gonna say skeletons are kind of like ghosts, but in reverse, like the opposite of like a skeleton is a ghost opposite.
The antithesis.
It's fine.
Right. I don't think so. I think the opposite of a ghost would just be an alive person, right?
No, I think the opposite of a live person is just a dead person, which I guess would be a skeleton, right? So maybe a
Right.
skeleton is more the opposite of a. I don't know.
But how can a ghost be the opposite of a skeleton? and then fucking a skeleton be the opposite of a person. It seems all pretty fucking trivial if you ask me.
The skeleton is like a ghost inhabited a dead body. That does not make me feel any better.
All right, which way do we want to go here?
Sit around discussing the minutia of skeletons and ghosts.
Surrounded by a bunch of skeletons.
I think we go this way.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm heading right.
By
DM,
the way, how long
what
does
are the
that?
lights?
How long does that dark vision spell you casted last meeting? So I can keep track of that.
2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, as you approach this room, this this hallway, it's actually, you can see a faint light coming out of it, and you're close enough now that you can see into it.
Also, I lied. I'm sorry. It's 8 hours.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay. So you're basically okay for the entire dungeon then,
Right. Yeah.
unless you guys really take your time.
I would like to sleep.
So, as you get closer to this cavern, you do see this this faint sort of green glow, and looking more closely, you see there's sort of this dense carpet of fungus that's covering large sections of the floor, which is what this sort of greenish part represents. And it's a bit odd looking. There's these large puffballs that are a foot across, this weird shelf fungus that's growing on the stalagmites. There's like these large stalks and caps that are really, they're like a good 5 feet tall. And some of these puffballs are glowing with this green phosphorescence.
Hey, Mooney, don't get closer to it or anything, but do you know what any of this shit is?
Let me see. What would you like?
Roll me a nature if you want to check.
Can I also hit a little nature check since it is canon that Archie has a at least a cursory knowledge of mushrooms?
Yeah,
Okay.
What?
Oh, never mind. I was thinking different kind of mushrooms for some reason.
Oh no, yeah. Yeah, Archie's fucking tripping balls all the time.
For some reason, that one sentence, I melded Archie and Jesse together. That's a
Well, it's
17.
like Felix.
Jesse
Yes.
Felix would have known.
Yeah,
The
Felix
Australian.
all about. I rolled
With a
a
17,
shit.
a 4, you don't know anything. With a 17, you do know there's certain kinds of mushrooms that grow underground, lots of different kinds of fungus. You don't necessarily know about these specific ones. But the phosphorescence of these ones, I would say, makes you slightly uneasy. There's almost this acrid sort of sense you get as you're examining them.
I'll walk up a little closer, not touching, but turn back. Yes, I've heard of these mushrooms, these fungus could grow underground. Many different types, but this one specifically has an air of nastiness in a way. A poison that penetrates. I wouldn't get too close either.
So, typically, I don't know, when I come across something I don't like, I guess what I'm asking is, like, do you think I could, from a distance, try to burn them?
So here I got a point to make about that. I mean, I know you love burning stuff, and you have like an affinity to burning down nature and all that. But see, we're in what's called like a cave that is very contained, and oxygen it's starting to kind of get a little bit thin. I don't know, maybe just to me. I like all the oxygen that I can possibly breathe in. But if you light a bonfire or light some stuff in here, that's gonna fill the place with smoke. And then if you're I don't know if you've ever smoked anything before, but sometimes if you smoke things that are bad and they're poisonous, then like you can inhale that poison. And who knows if these mushrooms are poisonous? Even I mean Mooney here, he just said he kind of it's like poison. So if you start to burn the stuff and light it on fire, you might just put poison in the air. Then we're all gonna die. Well, you guys are gonna die. I'm good with poison.
Yes, I was going to say, yes, like Strug's saying, if we burn it, it may be kind of like drinking the blood of Trog. Just killing you in in an
Oh,
instant.
uh,
So that's
okay. Yeah, I
that's
don't like the idea of you drinking my blood. It's kind of
Right.
freaky.
Yeah. Who's drinking fucking blood? And
No,
what are you
no,
drinking it from?
not on purpose. Well, I mean, do straws exist?
Just on accident.
I accidentally drank this
I
blood.
accident. Sorry, Trog. I accidentally drank your blood.
Sorry, bro.
Basically, please
so
no
that's
no fires in this area.
Right. Yeah. Let's not
all right.
fucking burn the mushroom forest.
So that's a no then. All right.
Right. It's a fucking hard no there, bud.
I do. Well, just a thought for you, Archie. I know. Didn't you make? If I can't remember, I thought I saw you make like a potion, or you made your own little poison at one time. What if you hopsed some of those mushrooms and maybe make it into a poison? Or if you ever like cooking for somebody that you don't like, you could be like "fuck you," and then you could cook this mushroom into it, and then give it to them. Be like, "Oh, this is like a fancy mushroom. If you eat it, it'd be good." But really, you're just killing them.
Right. Yeah. That sounds like a pretty good idea. DM, can
Well,
I
but
harvest
if you
these mushrooms?
well, wait.
What? No. Wait.
Well, some of them you can't because they're massive. There's like the shelf fungus that's growing on the stalagmites. There's the big like stocking caps, which are like 5 feet tall,
Hmm.
and then there's the puff balls that are about a foot across.
Right.
And the puff balls are the ones
That are
that have
glowing.
the phosphorescence. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So something
You,
about the fucking balls don't make me very fucking. I don't know. Something about fucking a ball mushroom just screams like.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you want any of this stuff, I feel like me just being the way that I am and the stuff that I can touch and I can't touch, I'm good with the stuff. Yeah, maybe it might be good for me to actually pick it up for you if you want it.
You know, I think it might be best if we just don't fuck with these mushrooms. Because something
Well,
about it tells me it screams like fucking hive mentality. Fucking, ugh, I don't like it. Maybe
well,
we should just
we can.
fucking try to pass through here as carefully as we fucking can. We don't want to
Well,
disturb the mushrooms.
so Trog, are you immune to all kinds of poison, or like just your own kind of poison? How does that work? Do you know?
I mean,
He was immune to the dragon's poison. We know that.
yeah, you guys
Yeah.
did see, the dragon, it breathed on me, its breath was foul. You guys about died from the stench, but me, I was good.
Well, my thought is why don't you step into that room and we'll keep an eye on you and all that. But you could at least take a look further in, see if there's anything worth seeing. If not, we just turn around and go right back. And I mean, if something happens with the mushrooms, if they're poisonous, they're not going to hurt you at all.
Yeah, all right, I can do that. Go into the room.
I'm
He
gonna
just walks
right
in.
before he does, I'm gonna tap him on the back and cast guidance.
So
As
as you
he
step,
enters the room, I'm gonna follow him up until like, because it looks like what this point here. Oh shit, fucker! Like,
it's basically the cavern is where the mushrooms start. The tunnel, there's no mushrooms.
okay, so I can go
But
to
yeah,
about the mouth of and keep an eye on Troggy.
yeah. Well, you guys do notice as Trog walks in, all these glowing green puffballs just as this poisonous gas, these sort of spores are released into the air, also faintly glowing green. But Trog is unaffected as he strolls into the middle of the room.
And then
Hey
runs in
guys,
our
it's good.
I'm gonna put my little doodle up when I see the puffball come out. I don't know
Got a
if it
what?
does anything to help. I wear like a turtleneck.
Oh, I see.
I'm pulling my little doodle up like this.
Well,
I'm masking up for my protection.
the spores don't really seem to come outside the cavern. So anyone aside from Trog is unaffected.
Okay. Right, Troll. Do you fucking see anything there, bud?
So yeah, I'll reveal the rest of the room. You
Yeah.
do see the rest of the cavern, which extends up this way a bit. It seems like at the north end of the cavern, it sort of goes back into this man-made area. So less a natural cavern and more similar to the area you've just been in.
Hey guys, I see there's another way over that way. If we go that way, then we can get to the next place.
Are the spores still flying or are they dissipating?
The spores are basically settled onto the ground now.
Is there a lot? Like, is it covering the ground pretty good, or not?
Yeah, with the size of these puffballs, they have pretty good coverage with them.
Can
But
I?
after you do notice after they've released, they're not glowing quite as much.
All right. Well, I wanted to hop down and make a spore angel.
So you could do that.
I don't know why that's so repulsive, but it is.
Derek,
There's
did you get this
a
thing?
nice little froggy spore angel.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it's about. I'll take a look at it, but you guys can keep going. I have it recorded on OBS.
Okay. Sorry.
No need to apologize.
All right. Well, they're not airborne anymore, so Arch, take a step or two in there, see if anything happens.
You really think that's the best idea?
Do I think it's the best idea? No. No. But
Right.
Now recording.
if it was only best ideas leading us up to this point, we wouldn't be here in the first place.
Right, that's probably fucking true. Have the spores settled, or are they still fucking airborne?
No, they're on
The
the
No,
spores are
no.
mostly
they're on the
they're
ground. That's
settled
why
on the ground now.
I was making the spore angel.
All right, I'd like to fucking enter the room. Me mask is still up, but fuck, I don't know what's gonna happen.
You enter the room and the puffballs give a little sort of sad, but nothing. A few spores come out, but nothing nearly as all encompassing as what Trog had just done.
They just
Right.
dry heave your direction.
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically.
does anything happen to me? Like,
The spores that do come out are like a bit irritating. You can imagine it might
Hmm.
leave a rash if you stay in there too long, but there's not really enough of a concentration to have a big effect on you.
okay. All right, fellas. Well, I suppose if we move slowly and don't fucking kick up too much of this shit, we'll be all right.
The closest puffball, I'm gonna walk up to it and stab it with my rapier and say, "Don't you puff on my friend, guy."
You puff it, you stab it, and it sort of just deflates a little bit in a very sad balloon-like way.
All right. I'm gonna pass Trog and reclaim the first spot. I'm gonna start moving into this next room, just enough around this corner, cutting the pie to see what's in the next room.
So you can see from that angle what looks more like these hewn stone walls. I'll give you. So the west side is this natural cavern wall again, but the right side is what looks to be the hewn stone walls of the mine, and you can just make out a door on this wall.
All right, but I don't see a sign of anything.
You don't see
Nothing living or
any.
dead.
Nope.
Okay, I'm gonna head right into this room then. Roll for initiative.
There is uh a slight cliff, not very tall, like maybe 10 feet, all the way to the north. The thing that catches your eye the most when you walk into this large, somewhat large cavern is the ceiling. It almost looks like the night sky, as these minerals and such on the ceiling are sort of catching some light and sending it back.
Oh,
There are what appear to be dozens of skeletons here. A lot are crushed under sort of falling debris, and they're scattered all over the place. And you do see these two freestanding structures. You can just barely, I didn't reveal it. You can just barely make out this other structure that's on top of this cliff. Oops.
Mr. DM, just out of curiosity here. Um,
Yes.
these skeletons that we have fought and the skeletons that we have seen in the storeroom and in this room, are they
Yes.
dressed the same, or and like are they of the same race? Like, can we
They
tell?
they appear to be mostly, from what you've seen, they're mostly dwarf and gnome.
Right.
As far as what they're wearing, it's pretty much all gone at this point. I mean, these skeletons look
They're
very
oh,
old.
okay. So
So
there's
anything they would have been wearing is long.
no discernible difference though between the skeletons that have come to life and attacked us and the ones that are just chilling.
You might be able to tell with an Arcana check.
Bingo. Well, I can't fucking tell you nothing. I guess I can roll for it, but Archie don't know much about magic. Oh, 13.
13. Are you asking specifically about these skeletons, or just like in general?
Like, in general, have I noticed anything difference between like the skeletons that we have fought and the skeleton that I'm currently looking at?
So appearance-wise, no. There's nothing that really sets the not dead skeletons to the dead skeletons apart.
Okay. All right. Well, that's all I fucking needed to know.
Ian, did we
Yes.
do we know what is mined here?
No, you have no idea.
Looking up at the ceiling, you said like there's these minerals that are kind of reflecting some light back at us. Do we know what those
Yes.
minerals are? And is that what would be mined here, or it just so happens to be here in addition to whatever?
I'd say you probably have no idea.
Okay. Well, that's unlike anything I've ever seen.
Those minerals do look very pretty, though. Oh, also, is anyone proficient in Arcana?
No.
No.
With half proficiency.
Half of it. Yeah, close enough. We'll round up. Trog, you can sense a subtle aura of magic in this cavern as well.
You know, guys, I've been a lot of places in my time, and it kind of reminds me of this one place that I was at. It had like this weird like kind of weird feel to it. I don't know if you guys got the feeling, but I got the feeling.
Yes, especially after walking through this mushroom nightmare behind us. Something is not right. something as some kind of control. And by the way, I rolled a 13 investigation. Did I see anything else as I was slowly making my way through the garden patch?
No, most it's just totally fungus.
Okay.
You didn't notice
Nice
anything else in
sport
there.
angel.
Yeah, you did see Trug's Spore Angel. As far as that, you have this building on the right, and you can just make out from the entrance this building onto this sort of this bank. You do notice as well that every door you've come across has mostly looked like they've been made for dwarves. These stone, well, the stone building on your right looks more proportioned for humans as opposed to dwarves.
You said there's a door. Is that what this is in the center of the wall here?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna point at that. We want to hit that up first.
Yeah, did it just get taller in here or something? All the buildings look big to me. Yeah, we can make our way over there.
I think
As you make your way towards the door, you notice they're sort of cracked and scorched. Still the same stone walls, or sorry, stone doorways, just taller. But these ones, cracked and scorched.
So, same deal with this one. No keyholes or anything to look through.
Yep, same thing.
Does the door open out toward us or into the building?
Yeah, all the doors are gonna open. Oh, maybe not all of them. This one opens. We're gonna say out
So toward us.
towards you guys. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna hug this wall here, and just make sure that no one is like on the other side of that opening door, just in case. And I'm just gonna try the knob real gently, just to see if it's locked.
Well, these are the same sort of stone slab doors, so they don't have locks.
Oh, gotcha.
They're just the heavy ones that you push or pull open.
Okay. Same deal then. I'm gonna grab this door and throw it open.
So this one, actually, you try to pull it open, but you notice the hinges are sort of partially melted. So you're going to need to make a strength check to force this one open.
What fucking happened in this place?
Right, yeah, it takes a lot of fucking heat to melt metal.
No, that's worrying. All right.
There's only one fucking thing I know of that can make that kind of heat instantly. If we have to fight another, well, yeah. But also, if we have to fight another fucking dragon, I'm fucking going.
I rolled a 17.
17. So the 17, you are able to sort of basically tear the hinges off for the most part, as they're so melted that they're hardly functional. So as you bend the hinges back and force the door open, inside you see this. You see this smallish room. The wall on the south also has a door of this room. So you can sort of tell that this room had been damaged by some kind of blast of something. There's dust and ash. The walls are kind of blackened by fire. There's a ton of debris underneath the ceiling that looks like it, sagging down and could collapse. All the furnishings, the tables and the chairs and whatnot, they're all charred or splintered.
Oh my God.
Near the bed, you do see a scorched iron chest at the foot of the bed.
Can Kid discern where exactly this fire or explosion originated from?
Did you step into the room?
Why do we always do
I
this?
did.
Roll initiative.
I got really excited.
There was a fire.
I did.
as you step into the room, there's this sort of small whirlwind. Debris sort of starts spinning around and spinning up from the ground.
No.
You see.
Oh, an
No, thank
arrow.
Uh, this. Sorry, Roll20 is being really slow for me.
That's all right.
You know when it's going to be faster? When you're back in the States.
Probably true.
I bet Austin's got great internet.
What would be faster is if we just skip this encounter.
That's also true. It's just
I thought you were
Just
going to
take the
say
treasure.
played in person.
Yeah. Just have the treasure. There we go. You see that guy.
I'm on it.
More mass.
Yeah,
Can't see it.
you're basically standing on him.
Oh, no.
Whoa.
What the fuck is that?
He looks
fuck is
cool. Can
that?
he be on the team?
Can we recruit him? Guys, who's got friends?
So he looks kind of like
No.
he seems pretty undead. He's sort of this it's like a strange sort of incorporeal but still somewhat solid looking thing that rises up from the floor, wearing robes. He has kind of a mask on. You can see its eyes.
No.
And as he sort of rises up from the floor, the whirlwind stops. The dust and ash sort of settles back down, and he's basically staring directly at you, kid. And
Yeah.
it speaks in this very sort of quiet whisper, saying, "Your presence is offensive to me. Your life is forfeit. My treasures are mine alone, not yours to plunder."
All right.
And
Well, we can leave.
staring directly at you.
Does it seem like it's about to attack me?
It seems pretty angry, but
All
it
right.
hasn't attacked you yet.
Okay. I'm gonna back up out of the room, and then I'm gonna continue backing up, and then I'm
Doesn't
just gonna
follow you.
leave.
I'm gonna leave.
I'm gonna let everyone know what I just saw, and
Oh, did you shut the door?
oh no, the door is busted off the hinges.
Anyone? The wraith is kind of just standing there, it's floating there. It does float,
Oh.
so you guys can see it if you peek in. It
Yeah,
doesn't
I
follow
got
you out of the room though.
You're gonna watch the kid walk away and then look at the thing and then just wave at him.
It fixes you with its sort of dead stare as well.
I don't think he wants us fucking with his shit. Which I'm gonna like get halfway through saying that, and then I'm gonna look over at Archie because I know that we actually do like fucking with people's shit, and he might have cool shit that we can take. So I don't know. I'm gonna judge my reaction to how he is reacting to
You look over and Archie's already scaling the walls.
this.
Archie's at a full draw, but I don't know what an arrow is going to do to a fucking ghost.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna go.
Kid. So the
Yeah.
only fucking thing I'm going to say here, bud, is I'm fucking worthless.
Well, hey Mooney, are these like the ghosts that is that guy like the ghost that you see or you saw before?
I'm staring at him. Not exactly. This one looks kind of cool.
You do notice as you look at him as well, as he's somewhat incorporeal. It seems like he's stored treasure basically inside of himself in his kind of scorched, blasted chest.
That's pretty cool. Well, I do have a little bit of experience talking to I guess undead kind of stuff. I mean, Agatha, like a banshee, is kind of similar, right? I don't really
Yeah.
know, but uh, I'm gonna just peek. I'm still kind of away from the doorway, but I just want to peek around the corner just enough so that I can see him and he can see me. Sorry to bother you. We didn't realize that anyone was home. Uh, are you the only one in there? Or?
There's only me.
All right. What about in the rest of this cave here? Do you leave that place very often, or?
He sort of floats and looks basically at the north wall. And it says, "The spectator watches."
The fucking what?
The spectator.
I heard you. That doesn't change my reaction.
I mean, I know that's like the watcher spectates. I mean, it's a bit. Spectate is what a spectator does. What what who is this spectator?
He doesn't explain. He just sort of points forward. It says, once again, just says, "The spectator."
What
Right. I'm
He,
gonna.
does this dude look like? The guy from the forest, by the way. I should probably ask.
Which guy?
Like the ghost from the forest. Is he a different kind of incorporeal form?
He doesn't look like anything you've seen before. He's a bit more. He's incorporeal, but oddly seems a bit more solid in a way.
Faded a bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
uh, the spectator, is he a friend of yours, or does he just spectate? I guess never mind.
Yeah, what's he watching?
Yeah, does he watch you when you pee? I don't know about you, but I have a shy bladder, so like if anyone tries to watch me, I can't go. So if he's been watching you here for years, I mean I feel bad for you, man. I see why you're a little angry. If I couldn't go pee for years, that'd be an issue.
I see why he's mad his door's broken.
Yeah, that fucking
Sorry
pissed me
about
off
that.
too.
By the way. Uh, all right. I'm gonna continue on just a little bit out of the way of the doorway and try to get everyone to huddle up. We should probably put this to a
team
vote,
team
right?
meeting.
Yeah. Is this something that we want to pursue, or should we just keep on going? Because I have a feeling that there's a lot more shit we have to fight, and if we don't have to go through him, we can always come back later.
Yeah, but I'm also not a huge fan of like leaving shit behind us because it tends
Well,
to follow.
well, he doesn't. If he was going to attack us, Arch, he would have done it already.
Right, yeah, that's also where I'm at. Like we've been fucking around here for a minute. Why don't we just fucking leave him alone? But also,
What?
he's got treasure.
Well, we can always come back. I mean, I think we should just keep going, conserve our strength, fight whatever's here, and then if we're feeling good and we're still alive, then maybe we can come back and deal with him.
Right, yeah, I'm just gonna fucking. I guess we'll just walk off then. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
gonna
come
wave,
back.
I'm gonna wave to Mormesk. See you, guy.
Murder man.
Hope you can pee.
No reply.
These are steps going down.
Yes, those are steps that go up the small sort of embankment, or
Oh,
the
they go
cliff
up.
huts. They go up. Well, I mean, they're stairs. They go up and down.
Can I look to like the way he pointed? Can I see anything like northward?
Yeah, you see that wall. It's made.
No,
It's
just
sort
like
of the same. It's sort of the same blackened sort of stone that the wall Mormesk was in. Of the same kind of style.
Um, to the right
Okay.
here, is that just the wall of the cave, Or
sorry, yeah, that should have a wall there. That's just a wall. There's nothing to the right.
okay. All right. I guess we're just continuing on then. I'm gonna go up the stairs.
Alrighty, so you see this again, this man-made structure. The natural cave continues on a certain ways, as does the structure here. You do see these double doors on the right hand side here.
All right. Well, I have a feeling there's going to be something in here.
Yeah, I think it's the guy that watches people pee.
Right,
I think you might be.
spectator.
Yeah. All right.
Fucking something to spectate.
I just for the sake of this, I'm going to cast guidance on myself, and then I'm going to push this door open.
So this door also requires a strength check, as
Yep.
this place also looks quite scorched and cracked and melted.
I'm standing exactly where I'm placed. You know, kind of low ready with my bow, ready to fucking rock and roll if something's on the other side of that door.
That's a 17.
17. So again, yeah, you're able to wrench open these. Are you going to open both doors? It's double doors, so you can open one or both.
I don't know what's on the other side of this, so if there's a lot of things all in this room, it could be better for us to have like a more narrow funnel point. So I'm just going to open one.
Okay, so you're able to wrench open one of the doors, again, bending the hinges back. This time, no surprises. I will show you what's in the room. You can see what's in the room before you begin. Let me reveal it first real quick. So you're going to see basically what looks to be a kind of workshop. Again, there's another door to the north there. This workshop looks like it was really badly damaged, again, by some kind of blast. And actually, Trog, being half proficient in Arcana, you can still almost feel like there were some pretty powerful spells or some kind of powerful magic that was cast in this area. The work tables that are taking up the corners of the room are pretty badly scorched. The plaster's been burned off, sort of the masonry walls, excuse me. In the middle of the room, there's a stone pedestal, which has a small brazier, which there's this eerie green flame is playing. It's sort of tinged with black. You can sort of see these black shadows within the green flame, which is dancing back. And weirdly enough, we get with all the destruction that's happening, the brazier and the pedestal have pretty much been untouched and undamaged. Behind the brazier, you see this very strange spherical creature, which is about 4 feet in diameter. It has 4 eye stalks protruding off its body, 2 on each side. And in the center of this body is this one large eye that's staring right out the door.
Fuck you. Go fuck yourself. You don't hold tag.
It's a spectator. I'm so fucking stupid.
God fucking damn it.
You do hear this sort of thick burbling voice in your head, kid, since you open the door that says hello.
Fucking shit. Oh.
Didn't I see this thing?
You can see it, yeah. It can see you.
Oh yeah.
You're staring at each other.
Man, and my food's here, and I have to talk. So you're You're the spectator then that we've heard about.
I am a spectator, yes.
What happened here? First off, well, I guess I have to backtrack. You're not gonna kill us or nothing, right?
You the guy that's watching the other guy pee?
I've never watched
Know
anyone
you.
pee. And this
How
is
do you
all
guys
happening
remember
inside.
this
This
one?
is all happening inside your head, by the way. Speaking of
Yeah.
Do we hear the
Oh.
other people's conversation, or just us and the spectator?
you hear the spectator speaking to everybody.
Okay.
Well, no, it's probably. It depends where you are. I might not know you're there yet.
Yeah,
Since
I'm
Mooney and Archie haven't said or really gotten in sight yet.
not yet.
Yeah, it could definitely see me. I mean, I'm just judging by my location in the.
That's fair. I could probably see you. Okay, so Mooney, unless you make yourself known, it's not talking to you.
Because I
You-
set
you
myself
go to
up to be able to launch an arrow over Kid's shoulder if I have to.
Yeah. So yeah, so Archie, Trog, and Kid can hear it, and you can hear it if you choose to reveal yourself. But
You know, as as far as terrifying folk go, you and the one next door have been surprisingly nice, nicer than expected. Uh, I'm Kid, by the way. What should I call you?
you may just call me Spectator.
All right, it's easy to remember. What happened here, spectator?
What happened? What do you mean?
Well, just the state of the place. I mean, we've walking through here, we found all these different bodies and all manner of things trying to kill us. This place looks old. Looks like there was people living here once, but not anymore. So what happened?
Things trying to kill you. Old. This mine is still fully operational.
Oh fuck! Out of
Oh, it's gaslighting you. He's gaslighting you, bro. Fucking light his ass
you're,
up.
you're right. I'm sorry. I think I'm a little bit under the weather. Maybe I'm just I don't know. What oh, what year is it?
Shit. What year did I originally tell you, guys? It was way back in the fucking day.
I know it's post Divergence.
Yeah. Let me pull that up real quick so I give you an accurate date.
I'm gonna have that written.
I got it. I have the opening monologue typed up. 253. The year is 253.
And what year
That
does
was-
he tell me that it is?
No, that's the year he's telling you that it is.
Oh, and what year is it?
That's like 1253.
Okay. Uh, well, I think I can maybe tell a little bit of why I'm so confused. Where are you from originally? Before you came here?
I was summoned here from my home plane to guard the forge and the workroom.
Hmm. That must have been a really powerful magic user. Do you remember their name?
He says a dwarvish name.
And who comes in and out of this mine? Are we the first ones that you've seen in a while, or?
No. The dwarves and the gnomes still come and work on their projects in here.
No elves or orcs, goblins.
What about frogs?
I have never
Well,
seen a frog such as you before.
I know I'm quite dazzling, aren't I?
Dazzling. Stunting.
so nothing other than the gnomes and the dwarves.
There are humans as well.
Then. Well, as you can see, we're probably not the normal sort then to come through here. You know, myself, a half elf, half human, the frog here, and the halfling
Don't call
back
me a
there.
toad.
But
I would never
we don't
confuse a
mean.
frog for a toad.
Thank you.
But we don't mean you or the mine or any of the miners here any problems. Would we be able to just pass through and be on our way, or
Of course, guests are always yeah, in the mine.
yeah, we did get a little bit turned around here. Do you know where we could find maybe a map or how you would what places you would recommend us check out while we're here?
Are there any good restaurants?
Well, I'm gonna level with you. See, we're here because we might be potential investors in the mine, but we haven't really seen a whole lot of its operations.
Well, this workshop is where many of the mine's more magical properties harnessed.
Magical properties, like what? Like the way that they make things explode and stuff.
I'm afraid I'm not permitted to give you more information.
Well, trade secrets, I completely understand. Um, we haven't been able to find anyone here to give us a tour. Is that something that you might be able to do, or do you have to stay here in this room specifically?
I am here under the terms of my contract to guard the workshop.
Hmm.
If you have questions, there is a human mage who lives south of here.
And what is this mage's name?
I believe his name is Mormeth.
All right, and well, we can certainly look around for him. But we appreciate your time. Uh, is there anything that we should be on the lookout for, or anything we should just steer clear of, or have there been any issues with the mine? I guess I should have asked that starting off, because if you were asked to guard this place, maybe they were worried about something happening.
No issues. They just want to make sure no one can sneak in and steal the items they have been working on.
That makes sense. All right. Well, if we do run into this mage of yours again, is there any special phrase or uh, anything that we can tell him that he would recognize us as being having already met you, or
Yeah, you got like a secret handshake or tentacle shake,
I
I guess.
I do not have hands.
Eyeball shake.
I am not well acquainted with this mage. He always struck me as the greedy type.
he the same one who summoned you?
No, he is not. He was invited here by the operators of the mine to help. Oh God, I can't think of study. I don't know why I couldn't think of the word fucking study. Study the magical properties of the mine.
Hmm. That reminds me. What exactly is mined here? I mean, if we're going to be investing, it's definitely an important thing. We were just told that it was something highly valuable, but having not seen anyone yet, no one's told us.
There are large veins of several very valuable ores running through this area. Mithril, adamantite, valuable gemstones can be found, as well as the undercurrent of magic that permeates the area.
Is that what's going on with like your little flame there? I've never seen flame that color before. Kid, do you got like a hot on?
I am not
Couldn't see it.
permitted to discuss the flame.
Oh, well, that's okay. We don't want you saying anything that you're not permitted to speak of. So we'll track down this mage of yours. You said his name was
Mormast.
uh, Mormon. Mormons.
Yeah, yeah, Mormon.
All right. Well, we'll be back if we have any other questions for you. Thank you.
I hope you enjoy your visit to the mines of Fandalver.
We hope so too. You take care now. I'm gonna back out the door, look at everyone else, and just be like, "What the fuck?"
So how'd it go in there?
This place is creepy as fuck. I don't want to be here.
I told you.
Real quick, what was our whole fucking goal of coming in this mine? It wasn't it like a clean, like a sweep and clear mission?
Black Spider.
Well, the Black Spider might be here, and it was a sweeping clear, and that was what I was thinking when we were in there. Like, we can't leave these things here because
No,
we're going to be running this mine.
we're gonna be sending
But
people in here.
we could potentially do that because we could just tell the spectator, at least, that we are the miners who work here. Because it's
Right.
going to be the dwarves that come and do the work anyway, or at least lead the crew. So they could just tell the spectator, "Hey, we're with the new mining crew," and maybe that'll be okay. I don't know how I feel about having that as a time bomb just in the middle of that operation, but
Right. Also,
Yeah.
don't these things read fucking minds? Shit. Right. So don't these fucking things read minds or something? Um.
oh wait,
Can't.
I don't know about that. What?
Yeah. And I mean, just as like thinking from an investor standpoint and like a businessman, like worker safety is a thing you really want to think about. And if we have workers coming in here and then they go and they talk to the guy who can't pee right now, chances are they're probably gonna get murdered. So you might want to
Well,
just
I think between the two, definitely the guy who can't. Well, the one down here is the one that should be taken care of, definitely. But I mean, the spectator, we can maybe find a way to send him back, even. Uh, or he said it's not his home plane. He's from somewhere else. Like maybe we could just convince him to go back, or find out, like convince him that the terms of his agreement are no longer
yeah, we could just
because
say
he's here to.
your contract's good. So you don't
Well,
pay.
or the contract's broken because the mine clearly is not safe. So I don't know, but we should go and talk to this fucking. He's the only one that I've seen down here, and he looked kind of magical, I guess. So we can try talking to him and See how that goes.
Yeah. What is always fucking great is talking to fucking strange wizard fucking types, right? It's always turned out real well for us.
But that said, do any of y'all want to take lead on this? I don't mind talking, but Andrew's throat is really sore. He doesn't want to do it anymore. But
So I mean, he is well. How far can we discern whether the guy can still read our mind?
do we know he can read our mind?
Well, yeah,
You guys-
Three
actually,
of us
let
know
me
that.
backtrack.
Can he actually read our mind?
Was he playing with them
you
the
guys,
whole time?
you guys don't have any indication that he can read your minds.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, but like he was talking to us through our minds, so I'm assuming.
Yeah, but you guys were responding out loud to him.
Yeah. Why? Here's a thought. Why don't we walk down over here close to the guy who can't pee? And I got a thought. So what if the guy who can't pee, if he comes out and takes care of the tentacle eye guy, then that can kind of be like killing two toads with one stone. Um, kind of take care of each
That's
other, and
actually a good
then
idea. Yeah. Well, I think we should try talking to this guy first and seeing how that goes. Because he was decent with us. I mean, he wanted to keep all of the shit, but like we also want to keep our shit. So if anything, that's just something we have in common. Plus, like
Right.
he likes fire. Some of us like fire.
Right.
So
One of us likes fire, but
well, when we're out in the middle of the woods, Arch, and it's real freaking cold, I've seen you liking the campfire and shit.
right, yeah, but you've got more than just a
All right.
life for it. Yeah. That's not what we're discussing, though.
I'm walking. No.
Just to walk back over to the fucking. Oh,
Yeah.
that's such a weird fucking encounter.
I'm just gonna tap Trog and be like, "You're much more likable than I am, just in general." So.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make my way into the doorway. Not
Excuse me,
entering
piss
the.
boy.
I help this king.
Is he still in the doorway? Did he materialize?
He's still there, yeah. Angrily floating.
Hey, my guy. How you doing? I know I didn't introduce myself before, but I'm Trog the Frog. Don't call me a toad. These are my buddies. This is the kid and the Mooney and the Archie. Listen, I'm gonna level with you. We talked to the spectator eye floating tentacle dude guy, and he's kind of weird to me. I don't know. He was like talking to me like really weird in my head. I don't like. There's not a lot going on up there, but sometimes I like to have my own space. So I don't like it when he was in my head. Um, but hey, listen, if he told us to come and talk to you about some stuff that's going on here, and I was wondering, do you got any insight? I mean, we're gonna be buying this place potentially if if everything is sound and we're gonna take real good care of the workers, and we're hoping that we're gonna really turn a big profit on this and really do all this good stuff. But I just want to see what are your thoughts? What do you have like a profit or loss sheet that you could show us, or like a P&L statement? Just kidding. I don't know. Well, what can you tell me?
He'll sort of stare just directly at you.
And then he produces
Knowledge.
10,000 years.
Knowledge comes with the price. Yeah. I swear we're all up to date. The knowledge comes with a price.
But so here's a real thought, and here's just an idea for you. I know you really
It's a
got
real
to.
thought.
I know you,
Just a real thought.
I know, like you really gotta pee, and the guy's watching you. But what if you seem like pretty powerful guy, and like I know, like we don't want to take your shit. You like everyone loves their own stuff. I love my own stuff. The kid loves his own stuff. Everybody loves their own stuff. But like, what if what if you went and you talk to the guy who watches you pee and just be like, hey guy, don't watch me pee, and then you could just like deal with him.
We're not.
Do you gotta pee that bad?
Yes. What is your issue with this this whole boy?
With your bladder.
Why can't you pee,
Maybe
bro?
maybe I can fix that.
Oh, God.
Wait. A trade.
He wants a trade.
You may have my knowledge for the right price.
Do you so listen, I know you don't look a day, over like 50, but I think you're not in with the times, maybe perhaps, and like really the biggest thing right now is performances, and here's what I could do for you. Let me lay it out for you. Step one, I can put on the greatest show that you've ever witnessed in your life, and your mind's gonna be blown. You're not gonna care anything about material stuff anymore. You're just gonna want to like pretty much be like my groupie. That'd be pretty cool. You're a cool guy. But and then step two, like you can actually like share the knowledge and stuff that you got, and maybe go deal with the tentacle dude, and then that'd be pretty cool. What do you say? We can spit on it.
His eyes start glowing red as he sort of angrily flows towards you. I'm tired of these games.
What price exactly are you asking?
What do you have?
Well,
I seek magic.
I don't think that's magic.
Items, spells, arcane knowledge.
I reach into my
You're
pink satchel.
wait.
Uh,
Yeah, no, you go for it. Pulls out the underwear.
and I pull out the underwear. Would you like this? No.
Oh, I've got the perfect thing for you.
I pull up my spell page of the silence. The silence spell. Hand it over. I have this. I have not even learned it, if you would like to have it. I also have a fancy material. It turns you invisible. I know you already kind of have that ability, but this lasts forever.
Right. Moony.
Make me
I know.
a persuasion.
That's too bad.
Archie, I know.
Buddy.
It's tough.
Make me a persuasion, Mooney.
For
With
both
advantage,
or
'cause
for...
basically Archie just helped.
For both, just for both of them.
Okay. What was I doing? Persuasion?
Yep.
I think I have a minus on that. That's a 17.
Oh, okay then.
It was 18 minus 1.
He'll sort of take both of them in his hands, examine. Well, you know which one he examines more closely.
Oh, of course.
The underwear.
Yeah.
Look at the lace. It lays flat against your face and covers everything.
Interesting.
I'm kind of sweating.
He'll sort of float back, and both these items sort of disappear inside his chest cavity
Oh,
as he stores them.
okay.
And he'll say, "You may enter."
All right. Just him, or is that good for all of us?
You may all enter.
Okay. I'm gonna enter. So, you're a collector of. You're interested in magical stuff, then? Are you a mage, by chance?
I was at one point.
What was your name? It wasn't Marmaduke, Marmanesque, was it?
Mormask. Yes, that sounds familiar.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's a name I have.
Of course.
Can you tell us what?
Unlimited power.
can uh, can you tell us what happened here?
It's
Well, do you know what year it is?
the years meaningless to me now.
Oh,
It's been so long.
But you do recognize that time has passed.
Yes. Things
Quite
are
a bit.
not how they once were. Yes. He'll as he's talking, he'll sort of wave his hands, and the door to the south will open, and inside you see kind of like a small library, small workshop of sorts. Let me just review that real quick. And the wraith will say, "The knowledge you seek may be in my tomes. You may browse if you desire."
Uni, do you want to look at the tombs? Because I don't know if
Can
you'll
you
be able to
read?
read, or you seem actually, yeah. The kid, I don't know if you can read.
Yeah.
Um,
I, what the fuck? I'm just gonna walk over. What language are they written in? Can I tell?
Various languages. Some common, some dwarvish, some like gnomish. Some you don't recognize. It seems this guy was very learned, multilingual in his life.
I'm gonna look back at him. How long do we have?
How until I kill you? Is
What?
that what
What
you
is that on the
mean?
table? No,
No.
no. How long? How long do I have? How long do we have to look over these?
Your leisure.
Fair enough. Well, I don't know if any of y'all can read anything that's on these. I can take time and go through them piece by piece, but it's gonna take a hot minute.
I can try to do any Elvish, Giant, Druidic. That's my only special languages.
is there anything in Grown?
Not that you see.
How about halfling
There's some tomes that are
or thieves' cant?
none in Thieves' Camp that you can see.
Not in
All
thieves'
right.
cant.
I'll go through them and whatever we can parse out for each of us. Just being
Yeah.
able to read normally, we'll split up, and then I'll make a pile of anything in unfamiliar languages or languages we might recognize but can't read. Set those off.
So as you guys work your way through this small library, and most of these seem like magically preserved, so they're not as delicate or Crumbly as the parchment you came across earlier. It seems it's a lot of history books, history of the area, history of, and quite frankly, even before, since this is roughly 1,000 years prior. Lots of history books. You do find maybe 2 or 3 tomes, which none of you are able to read, as well as what appears to be a journal, which isn't common. You can read the journal, like a personal journal.
All right. We'll read that one out loud.
So the first parts of the journal are discussing Mormeth actually being invited to the mines by the dwarves. He says he's coming from a city that actually everyone roll me a history check if you're reading it out loud.
By the way, as I was first entering the library, my head was just hanging low. I was just shuffling my feet inside. I am utterly disappointed that I lost my mask that was given to me.
My history
I
check
rolled a
resulted
9.
in a 21.
Oh, jeez.
21?
Another 21. Jeez.
11.
Right, dude. It's a
11.
natural 19, and I have a +2 history.
So Archie, you recognize the name of the city as being the capital of quite a well-known magical kingdom that is it's no longer around. It was sort of destroyed and the kingdom sort of faded. He's coming from that city, so you know it's quite old, quite a long time ago. But it discusses him being invited from there to come to the mine. And it goes, as you keep reading, it goes through just sort of experiments that he's run. He's talking about how he can feel the magic sort of suffusing the mine itself. It discusses him helping the dwarves create a brazier to harness the magical energies of this mine, producing a golden white flame. And as you get closer and closer to the end of the journal, the writing is getting sort of more and more erratic. And in some ways, it's sort of just incomprehensible scribbles and like stream of thought writing that doesn't really make sense. But every now and then it's sort of punctuated with these sort of sane thoughts, warnings almost. Sometimes you'll see him write something about the dwarves they're digging too deep, or they don't understand what they're dealing with until the very last entry of the journal. One sentence simply says, "Oblivion comes for us all."
Can we tell that who the author of this journal was? Is it Mormeth's journal? Or is it someone else's?
You could assume, since it's in his sort of private personal workshop.
That it says. Well, shit.
Was Mormeth, excuse me, listening the entire time?
He could hear you if you were reading it out loud.
I don't know if I can tell anything by his face, but can I take a look? Like, does he seem surprised at all with what he's been hearing, especially towards the end?
Roll me a perception.
15.
Seems surprised.
Right. Well, I can get started on these other tomes just to see if there's nothing else that we're missing. It might take me a while, so it might be up to y'all to keep our host occupied, entertained in the meantime.
If I have a water pouch, I think I do. I'm just gonna keep like making a sloshing noise. Hope this helps for you, guy.
I'll walk up to him. More mesk. A lot just happened from what the kid was reading. Do you remember any of this?
He sort of closes his eyes. As the memories fade, all I can remember is the darkness coming, taking us all.
Do you remember what started this darkness? Did this brazier? Would it be related?
Brazier. The brazier was our greatest triumph. But the dwarves wanted more. They dug too deep. And he doesn't elaborate further than that.
Oh. The Balrog.
Well, it
Right.
sounds like we might need to go even further. You guys mentioned this
I am gonna.
tentacle floating thing. He didn't.
The spectator.
Oh yes, thank you. The spectator. He didn't want. He didn't tell you anything about the brazier.
I know of the brazier. I created it.
You do.
Well, helped to create it. But he guards it.
Right. Yeah. Why does he guard it?
And could you tell us what it is used for? What you made it for?
The dwarves. One of the dwarf mages brought the spectator from his plane to guard the workshop. The brazier itself is used in the creation of magical items.
Right. Would you know how to fucking dispel this spectator? How to send him back to his own plane?
Spectators are bound by the magical contract that brings them here to this point. If you could end the contract or convince the spectator that the contract is ended, it should return. Or you could kill it.
Right. Yeah. The thing is, do you think you could help us kill it, or do you think your presence would help us fucking convince it to go home? Because you see, the thing is here, I really don't want to fucking kill it. It looks like it'd be a son of a bitch. Um, right, and I think it would be easier for all of you. Don't want the fucking noise of us fucking attacking this fucking thing. So did you just like saunter up with us and maybe be like, hey, fucking these guys are right, you're done. Get the fuck in.
Yeah,
My
just think
presence
about
would
it.
be
If you come and help us and he leaves, then he can finally pee. It'd be like, you might want to.
All right.
I don't know if you want to like kind of.
You could pee at rest.
Yeah, you might want to walk out of the cave because if you've been holding your pee in for this many years, I feel like you're probably gonna flood the cave. So, or flood the mine. Um, that's not going to be very good for our profit margin. So if you could just like take it outside, maybe find like a nice river or something, that'd be good.
Bah.
Right. And what binds you to this plane? Now that I'm fucking thinking it. I mean, you seem pretty like a pretty cool guy. Why aren't you passed on? It's not that I don't like your company or anything.
I know not what binds me to this plane. My presence will do nothing but cause the spectator to attack.
Why is that? Are you guys not friends anymore?
I've kind of been sending undead after him for the past, 1,000 years.
Well,
Right.
so
You
what if
kind of
we
said that at the beginning.
what if we go up there and we could try to talk to him, and if things go south, then you can like just hop in and into the room and be like pow pow, and then do you think?
Roll me a persuasion.
Oh fuck
Oh
God.
yeah.
Oh shit.
Fucking that's 23.
I will consider your request.
So you're saying there's a chance?
And as you're talking about killing and or sending the spectator home, he'll make sort of like he'll sort of cast kind of another magic spell. And the chest that was sort of kept in his chest cavity, the sort of loot, will sort of materialize on the table. It's it's an unlocked chest, and he says, "You deal with the spectator, and everything in there is yours, aside from one item, which I must keep."
Is it the end?
Right, yeah.
Or,
So-
I mean,
Is the mask on the table?
No, he kept the mask and the scroll.
Ah!
Oh, fucking shit.
well, so my guy, that's probably got to be like one of the best deals. But what if we do that and then you throw the one thing that my friend over here gave you into the mix? I mean, look at him. He's like a big teddy bear. He looks a little sad. He was really attached to that. I'm just gonna be rubbing Mooney's sweaty back.
We'll even switch it out for one of our underpants.
Do what?
We're gonna switch it out for one of. We're gonna switch it out for one of our underpants, which are very heavily worn.
This trade has already been completed.
It's okay, guys.
There's no going back.
I can deal with it.
That's so sad.
By the way, I had 2 questions I'm trying to remember. Fuck. God damn it. Okay, I have 1 question now. I can't remember the other one. From the journal, it sounded like this brazier. It emitted a white light. From what the others have told me, it sounds to be a darkish green now. Would you have any explanation towards that? What's that?
Jim, he says.
Mm.
And then does not elaborate further.
Oh, also, And also, these undead you have been sending, are these the dwarf miners?
What remains of them? Yes.
Is that you spitting on them?
No, I'm trying to
What?
clear my throat.
Mooney just
All right.
spits on the ground.
And as this conversation has been going on, I've been in the other room. I cast comprehend languages as a ritual spell, and then for the next hour, I'm just able to touch anything and be able to understand the written language. It takes me about a minute to read one page worth of text.
Okay. It appears to be discovered. Oh yeah, never mind. They appear to just be more histories. Some of the languages that you're reading now are like Orcish. Um, there's one written in Celestial, but again, it's mostly just histories. But as you're reading through one of them, could you roll me an intelligence check?
Oh no! You're gonna go crazy.
It's Give me an investigation. An investigation.
Oh, okay. All right.
I guess that
Yeah,
would be a
let's do
save,
that.
not a check.
Let's do that. Thank you. So we're not intelligence then.
I think investigation is intelligence. So,
Well,
but make an investigation check.
okay, good. I rolled a 0 on my intelligence, but investigation. Ah, that is a 10.
Jesus. A 10. On one of the tomes, you see what looks to vaguely be a map. It doesn't appear to be a map of the mines, but it appears to be showing the entrance of some kind of cave or dungeon somewhere else.
Oh, cool. I'll make a note of that and tuck that away. I'm going to pull out the little strips of paper too that I had tucked in my journal and just look over those really quickly, see if that's anything of value.
From
Yeah, from the other room.
the way back room, yeah. Those are mostly just scraps of paper talking about weights and measurements. It seems like nothing terribly valuable.
Yeah, I'll just drop those on the floor. Cool. I'm going to pocket that map.
All right.
Better. Fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna pocket that map. Just hide it.
Hey, Mormon, I got a quick question for you. Who, if the guy that watches you pee, if he's on contract, who wrote the contract with him?
It must have been one of the dwarf mages. Wasn't me.
Do you remember any of the dwarf mages' names?
Let me pull up the real name. Don.
Also, are there any other beings here that you know of that should no longer be here? Besides you and the
Then
Yeah.
spectator.
Does the black spotter ring any bells?
I've not heard this name before. I believe Magdane was the leader of the dwarven mages here.
Do you know these mines really well? Having been here for so long?
I am bound to this cavern, unable to leave.
Like this room?
cavern. Not this room, but this larger cavern area that you're in.
The one with the 13 on the floor.
Yes.
So you've never made any spore angels before?
Never. I don't know what you're talking about.
So, if I heard correctly, you were saying that you might be able to help us fight this spectator thing, but you can't go over to where we would be fighting it.
The cavern includes these two buildings. You didn't
Oh,
quite see. You didn't quite see the end of this cavern. Yeah, you didn't go into
Gotcha.
the building, but
Yeah.
yeah, it includes this.
Gotcha. All right. Well, thank you for the info, and I guess we'll figure out what we're doing.
Yeah. So, Mormon, are you gonna follow us up and wait outside the door?
I will wait here for the sounds of God.
Do you want like a code word? Like, Mooney over here is really good at making bird noises. He could make like a bird noise for you, like um,
Yes,
uh,
throw one at me. I will give it right back to you.
yeah, yeah.
Footed booby. That wasn't a bird.
Trying to find. Yeah, I mean, what if my friend Mooney over here made a black crested titmouse call for you?
Oh,
You heard of those birds before?
you hear of a titmouse Mormon, Joseph Smith?
I'm sure I will hear this of your screaming.
I can practice right now, just so you know. Get ready. You want to get your ears in on this. Did you hear anything?
No,
No.
you didn't make
No.
I screamed so loud.
You just leaned back and opened your mouth.
I screamed so loud.
Yeah,
The neighbors are calling the cops.
I will do it louder
Do
if
it again.
needed, but if you hear that, run.
More so, I'm thinking about how long your mouth was open when we didn't hear it.
That short noise, yeah.
Oh, my brother's gonna get mad.
Well, time is short. So, all right, I'm gonna leave.
Right, kid. I'm gonna follow after. Can you still read any fucking thing in the world, right? I'm gonna pull out my box.
Yep, I didn't want to do it right in front of him, so I'm glad you remember. I'm gonna touch the side of his that box and see what the dwarven lettering says on it.
It literally just says safe box, like 4.
Well, there's at least 3 others somewhere.
There were at one
They're
point.
secrets. We have to unlock them.
Search every inch of this mine until we find them.
Fuck, couldn't you just said safe box? You had to say safe box 4.
Presumably, there's more than one safe box in mine.
All right. Well, I'd like to try to pick the lock then.
Yeah, give me a dex.
You really want to do that now?
Yeah, I already did it.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
guys go
cast
deal with the
guidance.
spectator. I'll focus on this.
I'll cast guidance
Uh,
on him so that he can do
That's a
D4.
dexterity
Dex,
Yeah.
and
Dex.
plus my proficiency bonus, right?
Plus a D4.
Yeah.
Plus a D4.
With the bless.
Okay.
Or not guidance. Excuse me.
All right, so that will be 24.
We're working on it for a little bit. You do manage to hear the click as it is unlocked.
Crack.
You open
Crack
up.
it
It
open.
basically looks like a pay chest. Inside you find let me get my notes. 600 copper, 180 silver, and 60 gold.
And 60 gold.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to just is it I'm assuming it's like an old style like master lock padlock looking thing. And then the
The
latch
lock is built into the strong box
Oh,
itself.
the lock's built into the box. Man. Can I close this box without relocking it? Like,
Probably not.
fuck it. I mean, I picked it pretty easy. I'm gonna just close the box back up and lock it. Put it back in the bag of holding.
Without taking the money out.
Well, it's back in my bag of holding.
Okay.
I figured I might as well just take the money out later.
Yeah, when no one else is around.
I really hope from now on you're unable to pick that lock.
I know how fucked
every
would
time
that
every time
be?
you try to open it, you get like a natural one or something.
Well, it doesn't matter if it's a natural. The best thing I could roll would be a natural one because I
That's
get to
true.
re-roll.
A natural two.
Besides,
Excuse me.
Yeah.
besides a successful roll would be a better thing to roll. But yes, besides a successful
Yeah.
roll, a natural one would be the best thing.
Yeah. It's either succeed or natural one. Like,
Yeah, right.
yeah.
On our way over back to where the spectator is, I'm gonna pick up a skull of one of these dead dwarves,
Okay.
and I'm gonna carry it with me to the spectator's place.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow him up to the spectator's place.
All right. Mooney, he hasn't seen you yet. That's kind of an element of surprise thing. Do you want to go further up this north path here and see if you can hide out there?
Oh, right. That's fine with me. Should I try to sneak through? I don't know where he's at.
Well, he's in this room here. I mean, we can go in to talk to him and have him maybe focus on us, or we could fill up the doorway. Is this
Yeah.
door still open?
Fill up the doorway from the biggest fucking member of our.
The door is
all the
still
small
open.
people.
Right. Mooney, real quick. Have you used a beast shape yet since we've entered this?
Not yet. I was waiting until we found something bigger to fight.
Well, oh yeah, I guess that's probably a good idea. I was just gonna make the suggestion, like, why don't you turn into like a bug?
Yeah.
And then you could sneak around. But
Well, I could just close this door, and then he could walk across, and then I'll open it back up.
why'd you close that door? I don't know what you're talking about.
That's fine with me. I can go.
I got confused about the instructions.
I can go further up top. Am I waiting for a call for a fight or
Well,
just watching?
we're gonna see if we can get these two to duke it out for as long as possible, and kind of come in to sweep up whatever is left over.
Right? Why don't we just also try to see if we can just send this fucker back to his plane without fighting him. Is that not an option?
Well, I'd like to get rid of that mage if we can. I don't trust him,
Uh,
and it's not safe. We're gonna have to get rid of him either way with these miners. So if we can have the spectator do it,
right, yeah, but also I'd rather not have to fight the spectator at all. Like we can handle that mage. I mean, fuck, he's just a ghost. We can figure that one out.
well,
That spectator is going to be a
it's either
cocksucking motherfucker.
Arch. It's either we fight
Ty, you're muted.
one of them at we either fight one of them at full health or one of them at low health.
Right, or crazy thought here. We have to fight both of them at full health because they fucking team up against us.
So here's my thing: if the spectator's gone and Mr. Mormon can pee, he'll probably want to leave. So like if we just if we can get spectator. Also, I had like a little frog in my throat for a second, but I did want to tell you guys that I played a little ditty, and you all feel inspired.
Very nice.
Ditty about Jack and Diane.
Here's my theory here. I think he's been waiting on someone to take care of the spectator. I mean, he said it himself that he's been sending undead to kill this thing for 10,000 years or whatever. So he was waiting on us to help him kill this thing. I think he wants to get to this brazier, right? It makes sense if he's tethered here and can't leave or whatever. Like maybe it's because he's forced to, but maybe it's forced to. There's this thing protecting it.
So, like, every time you get into like the meat and potatoes of a sentence, your fucking your audio quality goes to absolute dog. Like it'll be
That
fine
makes
when you're
me so
talking
angry.
bullshit, and then you'll get into like the important part of a sentence, and it's just.
I wasn't gonna say anything because I thought I just had a bad connection.
No,
You just let me go through all of that.
correct.
Okay. He wants Brazier. Spectator protecting Brazier.
Right, yeah, but
We
phrases
kill
the thing.
Spectator. He gets the Brazier.
Right, but also there's four of us and one of him. What if crazy thought here? The Breeze is the one that holds him here. I mean, I think we try to send this fucking spectator home. The problem is we could just piss him off and have to fight him ourselves. I don't know. I really don't foresee Mr. Mormek coming out of his little room.
Woman.
Or oh yeah, fuck,
Well,
I spoke Mormon.
then we send the spectator.
The one time you get his name right. Sorry, I misspoke.
It's just I really think that Mormesk is the one to be worried about here.
Right, yeah.
He's been sending undead against this thing. Now he's sending us against this thing. Right now, the status quo is that the spectator is keeping this thing protected. We get rid of that status quo changes in favor of Mormask, who we know is not a good dude.
Right, yeah, but how do we know he's not a good dude?
As they're talking, I'm gonna start slowly making my way up north.
Roll me stealth check. See if because the door's still open.
I would like to cast guidance on him before he goes. If I knew that he was
Okay, you give as he starts walking by, you give him a slap on the butt.
All right, perfect. Plus a D4.
Yeah, and you are inspired from my silent.
I will need that.
Ordinance.
That is an 11.
11. Okay. Noted.
Oh, with all of that.
Yeah, it was a bad roll. It was only 5.
Jesus. Well, here's what I think we should do. And we put it to vote. It's not all on me. It's just I think that we should show the spectator what has happened to the people that he supposedly protected. And we point at Mormask and say, that's the guy responsible. And he's trying to convince us to kill you. And we try to get Mormask to come out to him. And if they fight, then they fight. And we watch it until one of them wins. And at the end, we can either try to convince the spectator to go back because there's nothing left for him to protect. Am I breaking up again?
No, you're good. I'm listening.
Or we fight him at low hell. Because I just don't think giving Mormask the upper hand here is the better way to go about it. We get rid of the spectator, we don't really know what we're up against fighting the mage.
Right, yeah. But we also don't know what we're getting up against when this fucking thing just makes more mech and fucking turns its eyes on us.
Well, then we don't mean him any harm.
Right, but except you fucking do. Like, you already told him, like, I don't know, mate. I think we're in between a rock and a hard place right now, and we also have the opportunity to just fucking, I don't know.
Well, we could just keep going and then come back to all this shit later. I mean, the Black Spider is our priority anyway. The state of the mind
yeah.
always come afterwards.
I feel like the longer that we let this go, Mormon, he might have to pee some more, so I think we should just try to deal with this now.
Right.
Well, if that's what y'all want to do. I mean, it's been 10,000 years they've been in this stalemate. So an hour, maybe 2, isn't going to change things too much.
Yeah, but I was sloshing water back and forth. That was kind of rude.
Oh.
All right. Well, you guys just, however we want to do this, as long as we're on the same page.
Right. I don't know if any of us are on a page at all. Have we decided what we want to fucking do?
I presented my plan. I think yours was to just try to convince this thing to banish itself.
Oh fuck!
And
Did it
then
just
fight
come
more
out?
back ourselves.
Nah, it's just me fucking around.
Whoa!
What?
Ian just got bored.
Hello.
Also, I have a feeling like this section was not supposed to take us 2 hours.
Okay, take as much time as you want.
It's us.
I'm
It would've taken
standing
us
there on
2
the other
hours.
side. I guarantee he saw me, but I'm just waiting for you two at this point.
Well, I said my vote. I think Arch, yours is we just go in, convince him to leave, right?
Right. I think it's the best bet. Wait, like, I really think if this thing is the last thing we want to fight, it's just something about
I
it.
agree. I think you and I definitely are in agreement. It's just I think that we should get rid of more mech first.
Right. I think. I don't know. I don't know what I think. I'm having a fucking gut with feeling that this brazier is what's binding Warmack to the fucking plane here anyway. So if we could fucking, get rid of this guy and fucking, fuck around with this brazier, maybe, I don't know. I'm not fucking good with magic, mate. I'm good with fucking knives and a bow.
Well, I think we kind of presented our two things. Mooney's on the other side there, so Trog, I think it's up to you to be the tiebreaker here. I mean, well, majority rules. We'll go with whatever,
All right.
I mean,
unless you have a
I
third
would
option. We can stay here another hour.
I would like to go with the option that requires the least amount of fighting on our part. So, if we can just get um, the testicle, or yeah, the testicle monster, the tentacle monster, the giant floating testicle, and Mormon to fight, then we just deal with the remainder. So whichever way we gotta kind of pitch it, Mormon's not here to hear what we tell him, so uh, we can just try to play the middle.
Right. But okay, I'm just gonna present this real fucking quick with this one. Our spectator friend clearly didn't doesn't hasn't known about these fucking undead, because when we made the comment that there's things trying to kill us here, and that the fucking mine shut down and all this yada yada yada, um, the fucking spectator didn't seem to know anything. However, fucking Mormac down there says he's been sending undead up there for 1,000 fucking years trying to kill him. So who's lying to us?
I don't know. I mean, maybe the proximity of him to this Vizier is fucking with his head. I don't know. Just
All
resetting
right.
things. So, how should we, if we're just gonna try to convince him to leave? I'm gonna hold up the skull. Are we telling him that he's here for nothing? Because walking in like this might actually provoke something.
Right,
So,
yeah, I would
how do we
probably
want to?
put your fucking skull not in your hand anymore. Maybe put it down, put it
I
back where
mean,
you found it. Uh, just
I'll
throwing
toss
that
it.
one
I'll
out there.
toss it around this corner.
so Mormon did tell us that the dwarf mage was Magdane, Mag Dog. I don't remember what it was.
That dog.
Yeah.
Dog,
Um,
mad dog the mage.
maybe if we just present it and be like, hey, listen, we talked to Magdane, came from the top, and he told us that he's fired, and see how that works, and if it works, great. If not, then we could do the whole like, hey, the reason why we said you fired is because everyone's dead outside.
All right, fuck it.
All right, I will let you two take the lead on this, and I'm just gonna sit back. And if you need support on it, I'll let it happen. I'm gonna tap Trog, and I'm gonna cast Guidance. And
All right,
I'll follow in last.
make my way to the door.
The gazer sort of floats and turns to look at you. Actually, doesn't even look at you. Like it's not even facing you, but two of its eye stalks turn around and are looking at you. And again, you hear telepathically in your mind. Anyone who's in sight is the voice of the gazer again saying hello. Or sorry, the spectator, not the gazer.
Can I ask me too?
You don't hear anything.
Okay.
Um, hey, my guy, how you doing? We didn't do like a formal introduction before. My name's Trog the Frog. Don't call me a toad. Um, who all followed me in? I know, obviously Mooney. Archie, did you go in? Okay. This is my companion, my friend, trusted advisor. This is Archie, and the guy over here that's the kid. Um, listen, hey, what's your name?
What's your sign?
You may call me Spectator.
Spectator. All right, that's a cool name. I like it. Um,
That's a
so
cool
hey,
name.
listen. You know how we told you that we're the investors of the place. We were thinking about helping this place out and all that. Well, hey, we were just reviewing some documents, going over some things, and your contract it's with is it Mad Dog or Magdane, right?
Magdane, yes. He's the
Yeah,
one who summoned me.
yeah.
Right. It, it was Magdane, not Molmet.
Magdane is the one who summoned me.
When was the last time you talked to Magdane?
He has been very busy recently. Maybe 4 or 5 days.
Well, yeah, I gotta tell you, yeah, he's been busy, with the investor stuff that we're talking about. He's trying to put together, all this information. And listen, we were chatting with him. We had a brief opportunity to talk with him here. And listen, it's no hard feelings, all right. He thought you did a wonderful job. He's very pleased with your performance. He'll write you a good review. But hey, listen, he told us that your contract. He's ready to cancel it. He thinks that, he did a wonderful job here. Like I said, everything, and he was just thinking it's time for you to go.
Roll me a persuasion.
What
Can
does
I
God?
assist
What
in
does God
any
do?
fucking way?
In a deception.
And you do have guidance.
And you have
what
guidance,
does
yeah.
what does that do?
D4.
1d4.
And you gave yourself inspiration before?
I can't do it on myself.
No, that's lame.
You don't get that ability until like level like 10 or some shit.
And 10.
So that's a 24.
As you mentioned, the
35
contract
is
is finished. The spectator slowly spins around. Its eye stalk's still on you. So its actual main eye is looking at you. You can see like its front mouth and everything. You can say my contract is finished,
Right, yeah, that's what I had.
and I will return. And just like that, uh, this sort of small purple ripple engulfs the spectator's body, and a few seconds later, a little small flash of light. It's gone.
Oh, fuck.
Did we just did we just trick one of the like craziest fucking monsters in D&D to like just get the fuck
No.
out?
No, that's a
The
beholder.
spectator's like the
Oh,
the spectator's like the baby.
they're like a
beholder.
baby beholder,
Yeah.
Yeah, a beholder probably would have just eaten you as soon as you walked inside.
Yeah.
Right, true.
All right. I'm gonna go back out to the hallway. Hey, Moody, come on inside.
Ready?
Yep.
Okay, coming. Firebolt.
As soon as Moody comes inside, I'm closing the doors.
What? Wait. What happened? I thought somebody was in here.
Well, there was, but
Well,
we took care of him.
no matter what, I feel like we should probably keep that brazier safe from this Mormesk.
Yeah. Who? It might be you, Moody. Do you have the best understanding of magic and shit? Yeah, of course you do.
If not me, then Trog, yes.
Well, Archie and I can take a look around the room if you two want to investigate this thing, see what it is you can come up with.
Yes, so I'll see if I can figure it out. At least see why it's not the same as it was in the journal.
And don't touch it unless you have to. Should go without saying, but
Yes, I understand. I kind
I
of
feel
need
like
that
it-
warning.
I feel like if anyone should be told that, it's you, kid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go set a fire in the corner of the room. Huddle next
Oh,
to it.
I hadn't mentioned this before, but the sort of rhythmic booming and crashing of the wave is still happening every 2 minutes or so. And in this area, it seems louder.
Seems louder.
Yeah,
Okay.
Indoors or outdoors?
just in this cavern in general, this entire area.
As
I'm gonna look around the room.
as Trog and I are checking it out, would you like anything to
I'm
roll?
also gonna
Anything we can figure
Yeah,
out
so-
at all?
So whoever's
around
looking
the
at the
room.
brazier, give me an.
Arcana? Yeah.
Yep.
Probably gonna be Trog no matter what.
Right, yeah, I'm the fucking king of Arcana. I just utilized my little doodle.
Oh,
I don't
I guess I'll cast guidance on on Moody as well before I left to do my
I
thing.
don't remember what the fucking I can find that item card real quick. I always forget that I own that.
The chain
Oh, yeah,
of
that's right.
unqualified overconfidence.
Yeah. Once per long rest, when attempting a skill check the wearer does not have proficiency or expertise in, they can, by audibly uttering a statement of the ease of the task they're attempting, they gain advantage on that skill check.
I have a 15 using the guidance.
Okay, 15,
I got a 13.
13.
God fucking damn it.
Not good, I'm imagining.
It was Arcana.
Yeah.
10. Was
Okay,
that be
so-
a failure?
Yes.
Is that with your proficiency bonus?
So I have.
That is a failure.
Oh, does that? No, it doesn't include my proficiency bonus. I just get advantage in it.
Disadvantage, yeah.
However, I do take 1d6 damage in a comical way.
Yeah, let me roll that real quick.
In a comic? Is it to say that in a comical way?
It's to the comical or embarrassing manner.
Yeah, it does. So you're gonna take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as you walk towards this this brazier, and there's debris, there's stuff sort of littering the ground. You sort of trip and fall and smack your head off the stone pedestal as you're walking closer to examine it. You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh my god! Well, I guess I'm not fucking looking at that thing. I'm gonna turn
Mooney,
away.
with a
Way to use
15,
your head.
you are able to identify the brazier as being the source of magic that is sort of suffusing the surrounding camp. It's acting almost as like conduit of sorts. It still feels maybe not as strong as it used to be. It still feels quite powerful though. And remembering that Mormesk mentioned it was used to forge magic weapons or to forge magic items. You think that you might be able to not permanently create magic items with it, but at least suffuse your weapons with some sort of magic aura, at least temporarily, with the brazier.
So,
Ooh.
this makes a lot more sense in terms of my feelings about this dungeon, as well as Trog. This is what is almost powering this magical force we keep sensing. I cannot say if it is causing the waves we keep feeling crash, but it still is full of plenty of magical power.
Hey, if we needed a way to fight more mess before, having magical ways to do it might help.
Say the brazier, you still think it does the things I said it does, but it does still make you feel kind of uneasy, as if it's just recalling what was in Mormeth's journal and seeing the way the brazier and him talking about corruption. You can tell it's probably not how it's supposed to be for the time being. That being said, being able to make the magic weapons, that stuff still you think is true.
Based off of what we have heard, this thing is still providing a magical source of power. Could do much damage. However, it does not look the same as what we have heard. I feel like it is maybe corrupted in some way.
I'm gonna draw. I have a small, shitty little dagger in my boot. I'd like to pull it out and hand it to Mooney. Right? Do we want to maybe test it? See what happens? Fucking.
That sounds like
toss
the
this little
opposite of
fucking
what
thing in.
all these warnings.
See, I'm a little worried about touching it in general. Bottom line, we cannot have more mess touch this. I'm not sure what else has corrupted his mind in his time being here. If you'd like, I could try to touch it, see if I can handle it, but I am not too sure about this.
Right.
I wonder, like, I know it's supposed to be, like, in the journal it said it was supposed to be white, but I wonder, like, what's causing, like, how is it, what would happen if we put the fire out and then maybe restarted it? You know, have you ever tried to, like, if you put it out and then you start it again, maybe it'll work itself out.
What were you going to say?
I know exactly what he was going to say.
Turn it back on again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm wondering where the black spider could possibly fall in all this, because when we had talked to, Radoff, he was saying how a lot of the magic in his area started to really act like things started to act all fucky when the black spider had rolled through. Right? Am I understanding that right?
Yeah.
Like,
no, you got it.
Correct. I'm also wondering, when I looked at the ethereal plane earlier, I don't know if this caused it, but I have a feeling if it's not this, something else is here that is causing it. That may have caused this dark greenish flame.
We were thinking in terms of like what kind of danger that marmoset was presenting this whole thing. But but I mean, the black spider is definitely probably a bigger threat to it. But we just got rid of this thing's guardian.
Yes.
So, I mean, we can try putting it out and turn it off and turn it back on again if we feel comfortable enough doing that. But fuck, I mean, we're playing with forces well beyond our understanding.
With fire?
I guess we're playing with fire here. What a missed opportunity.
I'm gonna put on sunglasses. Fire.
Yes, we can try restarting, doing whatever we like, but bottom line, we have to be the last ones to touch this.
So, DM, can I make my way over and see if I can look up this little, looks like a stairwell over here in the corner?
Yes. Oh, wait. Stairwell. That's not a stairwell. That's just a door.
Is the door closed?
Yes.
I mean, so what do you guys think is behind door number 5.
Right, yeah. I would imagine, since he said that he was in charge of the storeroom and the forge, that that would probably be the forge.
I think this would be the forge. That would be the storeroom then.
Right, that could also be the case. Um,
Yeah, maybe there might be something in there that we can look at. It might help us out. Why don't we look in there before we make a final decision?
right, yeah.
That makes sense.
Uh,
Um, I'm gonna stay at the door we just went through just to make sure that it stays closed.
Okay.
Mooney, I know like I'm pretty strong and stuff, but this door it's a little tall for me.
Of course, let me get it. Do you want strength?
Yeah, strength of this one as well, please.
Ooh, good. 19.
19. Again, with the melted hinges, no problem. You're able to sort of wrench the door open. And inside, you do indeed see what's wrong? A storeroom. Feel that. Let's reveal this whole thing here. There's not much that seems to be in the storeroom still, but you do see a few worthwhile looking items in there.
What kind of worthwhile items?
Let me get my notes out. And what you see in there is you see what looks to be a brass mace, um, whose head looks almost like the sun breaking out of clouds. You see a breastplate that is emblazoned with a gold dragon motif. And you see this really nicely carved stone box.
The box, is it, does it have an opening? Or is it closed
It does.
up?
It has a hinged lid.
I'll open the lid.
Opening the lid of this box, inside is this really nice velvet interior, and you can sort of see these metal gearworks inside as well. Additionally, looking at the box, when the lid is closed, there's some holes on top, as well as what appears to be a small knob on the left side of the box.
If I start spinning the knob, does anything change?
Spinning the knob, the gears do rotate a bit, but other than that, nothing so far.
I'll bring that out.
You'd have to spend some time identifying a handle on how this thing works.
Okay. I'll bring that out, leaving the rest inside just to show, as Trog's looking, just to show the other two. I have this box here. Nice color inside and some kind of metal on it. That seems like there's some other stuff inside too. Mace, breastplate. Nothing related to this brazier though.
I'm gonna drag the mace out and hold the breastplate. Guys, I found this stuff, like Mooney said.
Nothing to do with this though.
it seems like you'd be the only one that could wield something like that, but
I gladly use the mace. No breastplate for me.
Alright, fuck it. Mooney's got the mace. Kid, would you like the breastplate? Andrew, you're muted if you're trying to talk to us.
Or he's just dead.
Damn it! I was talking and I thought for sure you guys heard me because you were like responding exactly to what I was saying. Yeah, the breastplate, is that considered, Ian DM, is that considered plate armor or?
Breastplate is medium armor. It's separate from plate
Oh,
armor. I
oh,
believe
yeah,
breastplate's AC 14 or 15.
that's
Basically,
not
it's
better
like
than
a
what I
fitted
heard.
metal chest piece with it's sort of
Yeah,
supplemented with leather.
I gotcha. I mean, I'll hold on to it if no one else wants it, and then I'll probably end up just selling it, um, trading it in for new armor once we get into someplace a little nicer. As long as no
I
one's
think I'm gonna
opposed
change
to
the
it.
rules. I meant to mention this before last time we got magic items. I think I'm gonna let you guys identify magic items if you spend an hour doing it, because a full short rest is
Um,
quite long for you guys.
I can now cast Identify as a ritual spell.
No, that's pretty decent. Okay, never mind. Doesn't matter then.
Yeah. So that way, yeah, you guys, just to make you aware, I can now identify certain things if I have the time to do it. About 10, 11 minutes.
Well, here you go. I tossed the box over.
You want me to count? I'll identify the box.
Uh, you can have it. Didn't do anything for me. I will need to look at
Is the
this
box
mace
magical?
eventually.
Alrighty. So you cast identify in the box. You see kid sit down, start focusing on his spell as the box sort of is on the floor in front of him. Let me put that item card into Discord. So it appears to be not so much magic as it is mechanical. Something that could be maybe like gnomish handiwork. But it, from what you identify, it appears to be a music box of sorts. And you can read all about it in Discord. Basically, you can use the box as a bonus action, and it will play songs that it knows. And the knob is controlling the volume. So it has sort of like, whatever, controls the volume. It can know up to 5 songs at once. And you can create sheet music to feed into the box to play your own music. And in the future, you might be able to find music that has maybe some certain special effects.
I'm gonna pull Trog aside, like so that in somewhere where I can talk to him without anyone else overhearing. If I can do that.
What's up,
Hey,
buddy guy?
this box here might benefit you the most. See, it can play music. Now, I guarantee it's not going to be anything near as good as what you can make, but I figured maybe if you ever need like a background track, or if you wanted it to record something that you play and then it can play it back later, uh, just a thought. Here,
That's a good
I'll hand the
idea.
box over.
Thank you, my friend. This is quite the thing.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's what. Uh,
Is there like any buttons or anything on it?
There's just the knob for the volume. There is like a thin slot in front where it looks like you can feed music into it. So as of now, it doesn't have any music. You'd have to spend some time writing down the sheet music. Like I said, eventually you may be able to find sheet music that has certain special effects.
Like a song of rest or a
Potentially, yeah.
song of healing.
oh, oh, that would be cool. Wow.
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 Stop.
If I can pull the kid aside eventually, could you take a look at this too?
Yeah,
Just assume
that's
you.
fine. It'll
Are you
take
just gonna
another
do all
10
the
minutes.
items now?
My mace, I don't care about the breastplate.
I'll just put the breastplate in anyway. I'll just
Are
assume
we
you guys are
not
doing all
planning on? oh, Are we not planning on going anywhere anytime soon? I guess we need to figure out what our next course of action is, because
So,
Well,
my
we
next
shouldn't
plan
be doing
was to
uh,
toss a bunch of
mastodon.
water on top of the fire. But you let me know.
So if you spend time identifying the other two, this one. Mooney, you have Lightbringer,
Ooh.
which gives you a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls. And if you're proficient with a mace, you get to add your proficiency bonus. And also, you deal an extra 1d6 to undead when
Ooh.
you use it.
Mm.
Oh, and also you can make it glow like a torch.
That works.
The breastplate gives you a +1 bonus to your AC while wearing it, and you get advantage to saving throws against dragon breath weapons.
Mm.
Okay. That is
Good
heavy
to know.
armor, it says.
You're right. I mistyped that. It should be medium.
Oh, it should be me. Okay, I got you.
It should be medium, yeah.
Yep. Okay.
My mistake.
All right. Well, what's our next course of action here, fellas?
All right. I think we should probably. Do we want to address the Mormix situation, or do we want to
I
fucking
mean, we don't
delve?
have a choice now.
Right. Yeah. We kind of played our hand on that one. But mate, now we've got this fucking badass tool here. This fucking thing, and we got music box, which the Lord only knows what that's gonna do. I think we
Yeah,
can fucking kill him. I think we
that'll
can
help.
take him.
All right. Well, we gotta all make sure we have magic weapons. Then, what do you have that's magic there, Arch?
Right. Yeah, so I don't have anything, but we've got this fucking magic fire over here. I really.
Right. The stuff that we know it's not working right.
Right, yeah. But what if it's like making super powerful magic weapons now that are all fucking just angry?
Angry weapons. That's
Angry
terrifying.
weapons.
You understand that Archie has no understanding of magic whatsoever, other than like what he's gathered from being around you guys.
Well, we could act like we're fighting and see if we can draw him here and lay a trap or something for him.
Right, but I don't think it's a good idea to give the high ground. I mean, fuck, we've got the high ground.
Right. We have the home field advantage if he comes to us.
Right, but this is also his home. He's been here for what fucking going on 1,000 years. We've been here for 20 minutes.
Well, 10,000, but he hasn't been in this room for that time. Presumably, if him and the spectator were at odds.
Right, true. I guess that is a fact on that one. Um, right, mate. Um, I suppose if you think that's the best course of action in this one, I know I keep using that phrase, but I feel like that's how we should start operating.
Are we ready for the
Well,
call?
we can put it to a vote again. We want to do our fight here.
I'm fine with that. As long as we keep him away from this.
All right. And Arch, you don't have anything that's magic.
Right.
I mean,
Uh,
I just got my knife that grows big. So, but see, the thing is, I can always just like make fun of him. So,
all right. Well, maybe we don't even need magic anyway. It's just he's a
Right.
mage. You know, he's otherworldly. I just figured it would be a good idea to.
Right.
All
I've
right.
yet to meet a motherfucker that can take these bows. Oh, damn it.
Well, we can have him come in this room with us. Arch, if you want to find somewhere to hide.
Well, so whatever we do is gonna have to happen next episode.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, sorry,
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
All right. So,
I'm ready to set it off whenever you want. We can end it right after that.
Yeah.
give me 10 minutes, and I'm gonna start casting a spell. But I'm not. It's a ritual spell, but I'm not gonna say what it is until after Derek does his thing.
All right. If we're all
And then I'm
set,
ready.
I take a last look at the black, green, and blazing brazier. Go to the front of the door.
Was that a dying one this time?
It was as close as I could from the video that Ty sent me.
And
Ah,
I had cast Magic Mouth, which replicated that sound and repeats it every couple seconds for the next 10 minutes.
why? Why would you do that? Why would that be a good idea?
Now, do I include that in next
I,
week's
um,
episode?
Yeah, you have to make a recording of that
Play
play
in
it while the fight's going on.
Every 10 minutes.
Just,
Well, we'll end it there before the fight actually starts. So
oh my
pick up with that
god.
next week. I'll be real. I
I
didn't
really-
expect this part to take so.
I was just about to say, like, in all honesty, I know it's still probably too early for you to tell us, but have we been really blowing this fucking out of proportion?
I will say you're roughly only a quarter of the way done, and it's been 2 full sessions.
Oh my god.
By the size of the map,
This
I'm not
is-
surprised at all.
This is a big boy dungeon.
So,
Yeah.
like, you remember how you said 4 episodes? This fucking arc's done.
Yeah, let's say 4 episodes for this dungeon to be finished, starting from now.
Right.